Economist and NASA strategist David Ndii was this evening released on a 10,000 shilling police bond after being held by the police for close to 24 hours. Ndii was arrested in Kwale last evening and transferred overnight to Nairobi before being interrogated for hours at the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. Ndii, who was this afternoon taken to the Milimani Law Court, was released following directions from the Director of Public Prosecutions. NASA leader Raila Odinga and David Ndii's wife have termed the arrest as part of a scheme by the government to intimidate him. After he was arrested on Sunday night while on holiday at the Leopard Beach Hotel in Ndii, Kwale County, nearly 24 hours later, economist David Ndii, who is a NASA strategist and critic of the Jubilee administration, was taken to the Milimani Law Courts. After being held for about 2 hours at the court's basement cells, no charges were preferred against him. He was not arraigned in court after the Director of Public Prosecutions directed the police to release him on a police bond. DPP Keriako Tobiko also directed that once investigations are complete, the inquiry file should be forwarded to him for appropriate action. He was released on a 10,000 shilling police bond, which was issued at the Pangani police station. According to the cash bill receipt, David Ndii Mwangi was being accused of incitement to violence. He had been taken to the Milimani Law Courts from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations headquarters, where he was held and grilled for hours after being transferred overnight from Kwale. His lawyers, led by Siaya Senator James Orengo, were initially denied entry into the DCI headquarters, where Ndii was being held. After waiting for about 45 minutes, they were allowed in, but only two lawyers, James Orengo and Edwin Sifuna, had contact with Ndii. According to the lawyers, he was being held over incitement following an interview 3 months ago and posts on social media.
Apparently, the complaints they're talking about are issues that arose months ago. If they had any issue, one, ordinarily you would invite someone and tell them, you invite them to come and record a statement. That never happened. Secondly, you don't wait for somebody to leave Nairobi to go to Mombasa, then you go and pounce on them.
Following his arrest on Sunday night, police conducted a search of the hotel room where he was staying with his wife. She says the police were looking for a laptop and some documents.
My husband is not a criminal. I asked those people what crime has he committed. They couldn't tell me. My husband is not corrupt. He has never taken anything from public resources. My husband has not committed any crime that people know of.
NASA leader Raila Odinga says the arrest is part of a scheme by the government to intimidate the opposition.
These are basically designed to try to intimidate and blackmail the people of Kenya. Mr. David Ndii has committed no crime. And we know why Mr. David Ndii is being harassed here. And we know that the matter is not ending with Mr. David Ndii. I know that other people are going to be arrested.
Last week, NASA picked Ndii to head a 7-member team to oversee the implementation of the People's Assembly.
But I want to say this for free to this government. The people of Kenya will not be intimidated into submission. The will of the people of Kenya cannot be suppressed through arrests, through prosecutions, through blackmail.
David Ndii is a harsh critic of the Jubilee administration, and NASA is reading much more into the arrest as the coalition prepares for the 12th of December, a day on which the coalition has threatened to swear in Raila Odinga as president. Rita Tinina, KTN News.